I'm not quite sure what just happened, but I think that the video cut off. Let's get into it. So this is the Carryology Plus Alpha 19er Stealth Cobra. This is one of my favorite bags lately, and it's in this video to talk a little bit about how I carry. So this is just a bag I've been carrying often recently. This bag has a lot of organization. So like basically, you know, there's like this front pocket, and then there's a zippered pocket here, and then there's a whole organizational panel you can attach here, and then there's another pocket behind there, and then there's a pocket up here that you can use for your other pockety things, and then there's a lot of pockets, and like, you know, even in the back here there's like a concealed pocket, and that's where that organizational thing is living right now. There are water bottle pockets, there are more mesh pockets on the inside. And when I carry a bag like this, I don't necessarily need to have pouches because, well, I mean, the bag itself functions as a bunch of pouches. But the thing is, sometimes I'm in the mood for a bag like this. This is actually one of my favorite bags, and if you live in a place where Molly or Pals webbing is not acceptable, it's probably not the bag for you. The thing is, I love this bag. This is the Spec-Ops EDC bag, and honestly, you know, there are just some times when you're in a mood for a little bit of that, you know, like EDC vibe, and you know, like getting home from zombies, even though there are no zombies, and you never know when there might be zombies, and if there are zombies, then you might need a bag like this. Basically, I do like using this bag and pretending I'm the type of person that is worthy of it often, or at least sometimes. This is a great bag. I actually have a review on it coming up soon because I think it's a bag that, you know, it gets the type of reviews you normally see of this bag are not particularly helpful for somebody like me, so I want to make a review of this bag from the point of view that I use it. Thing is, this bag is literally one pocket here, one big pocket, and sort of a mesh pocket. So when I use a bag like this, if you look here, it's just kind of an empty space. There's just some like junk in there. There's a one pocket here. There's no laptop compartment. These pockets are just open, empty spaces with nothing in it. So basically what you end up doing is you need pouches. So when I'm using a bag like this, it's just very necessary. Now, like, of course, I use pouches anyway, no matter what bag I use, but that would be an example of a reason why I need pouches as opposed to just using them for the want. Inside this bag right now are the pouches I use on a daily basis. Also, there are a couple here on the table that don't necessarily go in the bag all the time. I'll talk about those in a bit. So I'm gonna open up the bag first. Just a quick word on this bag. This bag is killer. It's just such a lovely bag. I mean, I don't honestly say this, or I don't say this often, but man, like, they just like killed it with this collab. You know, the collab stuff, like, I've seen all the bags in person. They're okay, most of them, and I like them. They're not, I don't think they're necessarily markedly better than the normal version. I'm not even sure this is, because I've never tried a normal version, but as a bag, this is such a nice bag. Get into the bag and let's just talk a little bit about it. My hat is there. I don't know why that's there. The first thing I want to talk about is, okay, so in my daily life, I don't need a packing cube per se, but I do need to carry a t-shirt or an extra undershirt, basically. I go to the office and my undershirt, because Korea is so humid, I like to change my undershirt once I get there. I'm not that sweaty, honestly, but it's just the type of thing where it just feels nice. It feels fresh. What I use for my undershirts are basically something that's malleable, so that can, you know, fit in any space. And this is a Porter snack pack pouch. It's called Porter Yoshida. Yoshida. Anyway, this is a great thing. So if you've ever heard of the Evergoods Mountain Quick Draw, the Mountain Quick Draw has this mechanism that basically you can just pull like so, and then you can grab and pull like so. This shares that same mechanism, and it makes it very addictive and fidgety. I enjoy it quite a bit. What I tend to do is, it has this little hook thingy here, so when I get to the bathroom I hang it up here and then I work out of it. Inside I literally have a t-shirt, which is a fresh one. Yes, it's a fresh one. And I throw in another Porter, like very basic Porter pouch thing, that the dirty one will go in there. and that's kind of it. And then there's also some deodorant in there, so I use that daily. When I'm traveling, like traveling, I tend to also carry this, but I'll just shove it inside a packing cube, which I'll show you in a minute. And this will become like my dirty clothes hamper on the go. Porter Snack Pack, lovely thing, costs as much as like a Peak Design tech pouch or more. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're getting it. As for inside my bag, there are two main pouches I tend to carry. There are these two, or this one, or this one. Now, these are the same pouch. So this is the Evergoods CAP, which is a very, very, like, I mean, super, I was gonna say underrated. It's not underrated because it's so popular, but it's a lovely, lovely pouch. And I use one as a camera cube. So basically my camera sits directly in there like so. So if you have a smaller camera, this is a good way to go. Basically what ends up happening is I can also separate it. So the way Evergoods built this, I'm gonna take my camera out so you can see it more clearly. So the way Evergoods built it is that this middle bit is like flexible. So what I can do is stretch this around my camera and stick another lens in here. And in use, that's amazing. I don't need to use, and all of these like kind of flappy things, they all lay flat when you don't use them. This is like seriously a brilliant piece of design. My camera goes in there, I can flip this out and lens, I'm using a Leica, so those lenses are fairly small. Lens or battery charger or something can fit in there. On this top pouch here, this is where I put my like charger and stuff. If I'm using a film Leica or a film camera, my film will live in here, and it works great for that. It separates those two things. It makes it so that I can easily access those things from the top here. Just a very cool camera cube, even though it was never meant to be, but it is padded all the way around. Just a great piece of design, works for so many things. Now this is the blue version. This is a very sexy one, and I actually have transitioned into this one mostly. So it's exactly the same pouch, but of course it's in this very lovely blue. There is a top handle on the top and a bottom handle on the bottom with these like latching points here. And basically the way that this works is it sits on your desk like so. So when I use this as a tech pouch, what I'll do is I'll put my tech stuff in here. I'll put my like unmentionables or like my passport and stuff in here that I don't want to see very often. And there are these three little guys down here, which you can stick things into if you wish. And then there's this top guy. So what I do with this when I'm working as a school teacher is in here I will put nothing on this and then just have my pencils and stuff in here. So it sits on my desk like so. I work out of here with my pencils, and all of this will become my tech. It's a great thing in use, and honestly, this is one of the better, like I said earlier, it's one of the better designed products I have ever seen when it comes to bags or soft goods. It's just an excellent product. This leads me to my main tech pouch, which is not this. This is my main tech pouch, and this is probably my favorite pouch on the planet. My camera cannot fit in here. This is not protected, not meant to be. This is the GORUCK Wiredopp. This unsnaps and you end up with something that looks like so. I use this for all of my accessories, my dongles, my chargers, like just this nonsense that we're in daily life, we're stuck with all the time. I keep all of this in this thing. And what I like mostly about this is that it sits flat-ish in a bag. So when it goes into a bag, it can sit flat. You can pack it this way if you want it to be super flat, and if you don't want it to be super flat, you can pack it this way. It basically acts as these two pockets. So what I'll end up doing in some bags is I'll flop it down like this, and then when I get to work, I can just pull it out. Now that's what makes it an upgrade over something like these, because when I'm at work, I want to have this on my desk. So I flop it over, and then I work out of here, which are my pencils. This side has, well, it has my passport and some other stuff that I need on the daily, or I might not need on the daily, and I don't really want to see it, but it's there. Patch field here that I don't ever use, but it's just a really nice thing. The irony is, as far as I know, The guy who designed this had a hand in designing this. So this was designed by Mr. Jack at Evergoods, and when he was at GORUCK. This also, while probably not directly designed by Jack, designed by the other guy, I think it's Kevin, you can see a lot of the, let's just say, genius behind these products together. They are different products, but I can feel the lineage between them. This is such a useful thing, and I recommend it to anybody who just has a bunch of dongles and doesn't know what to do with them. The thing about this pouch is this, you know, it's obviously soft, so you're not going to get anything protected inside here. It's made of a 1000D nylon. These are made of like this high tenacity nylon that also feels nice enough. I will say that this one in particular is built in the USA. The current ones on their website are built in Vietnam. The only really difference there is the mesh feels slightly different. For a pouch like this, I don't think that matters a whole lot. And I forgot to mention the buckle is also different. The buckle on the Vietnam one actually feels much better. This is a national molding buckle, and it feels kind of chintzy and cheap, whereas the one on the Vietnam is a kind of standard Duraflex buckle that feels a little bit snappier. I would switch them if I could. I have the mini Wiredopp, which is another product. I don't tend to use that very often, so it's not in this video, but at some point I probably will review this standalone because it's one of my favorite products ever, and I think it's something that needs to be discussed. Anyway, that's that for that guy. That is the Wiredopp. Link in the description below to this. Highly recommend it. It's 25 bucks for the Vietnam one. Again, I don't think it matters so much. I think it's only 40 for this one if you ever have a chance to get the USA one. But again, I have a Vietnam and it's exactly the same, really. Sorry, the mini I have is from Vietnam and it's basically the exact same thing. It's kind of a wash because the mesh is a little bit better on this one. The snap is a little bit better on that one. So you kind of get a wash. Inside of the bag, nothing really going on. One of the things I really like about this bag is that it has this like patch, this like Velcro field, so all my extra patches I kind of stick on here. If you want to see, I don't know if that's focusing. These are made by a guy local here in Korea, which is very cool, David Morales. This is a Butters anime kind of thing, and then there's the other collab patch here, which I really like, from Dan Matsuda. He's one of the best. And then a couple other, this one is also from the same guy, David, that made this. Patches are a thing I'm getting into kind of recently. I don't know much about them, but they are very cool. So I'm just gonna put this bag aside and we'll talk a little bit about the other pouches around the table. Shout out to Andrew who sent me this blue one. It is amazing. I love it to death. This blue is sick. A couple of other things I tend to carry. So I said I use this as a camera cube. I have another camera cube I use very often, which is this one. This is probably my favorite camera cube on the planet for basically the things I use it for. This can fit everything from my Canon EOS R, which is up there, and then to the Leica and some lenses. This is from the Brown Buffalo. This is from the Brown Buffalo, and it is the Roadie Sling. It is very well built. I'm talking like super well built. It's in this kind of X-Pack material. It's I think tropical multicam. It has an inside that looks like so. It's got this flap. This is the weakest part. The flap kind of just sits there depending on how you want to roll, but I tend to think that that's okay in use, and it stays there once you're using it. On the top here, it's got these memory card slots. There's some slots that you can use, and it flops over like so. You can see these metal things here. This is where you can attach the strap. The strap is this. It's a very nice sling strap that actually has this metal thing that actually adjusts super easily. And let's see if I'm focused here. There are these like metal thingies here that attach to the top of this guy, and you can wear it like a sling. The inside is kind of like a rubberized material, and it is padded. It works very nicely. It feels like it could carry everything from like your lunch to your camera. It's pricey. It's pricey. This, I believe, comes in around 175 bucks. But those guys at Brown Buffalo, they're definitely worth supporting, and I love this thing. And anytime I need a little bit extra in my camera gear than what this can carry, it goes in here, or my Canon lives in here when I'm on the go. So I'll probably stack those something like this inside my bag, and then they'll live there together, or depending on how I roll. Other than that, the only other thing I want to talk about are, these are some of my old favorites. So these are the GORUCK field pockets. The thing about these are they have all this MOLLE on the back so you can attach them to things. This is the GR2 field pocket, which even though I have a GR2, I don't tend to attach it because it already has enough organization. These are the USA made ones. Again, they sometimes made in Vietnam. I don't think it matters a whole lot. I used to use this as a camera cube, but I found that it just didn't feel purpose-built enough for that. So my Leica will fit in here, but it's just not purpose-built enough. There's like a mesh pocket here, which feels very good. There's another zippered mesh pocket on this side, which kind of goes like so, and then there's a zippered, like opaque pocket behind this mesh pocket. This is the GR1 field pocket, which is the exact same thing. And yeah, I got some stuff in there, photos from the hospital and such. Very exact, they're identical other than this is Coyote Brown. The only difference is the size. So you can see that this one is slightly higher and it is actually slightly wider. My camera does not fit in here. These grab handles are the exact same grab handles in feel that you feel on the top of a GORUCK, so they feel amazing in use. And the zippers are very smooth, YKKs, all that kind of stuff. YKKs on this guy too, and also on all of the other things I mentioned so far. I'm just gonna put these over there. I wanted to mention them quickly. Video's getting long, so I'm gonna get into the last couple of things. This is my favorite packing cube. This is a, well, it's a GORUCK packing cube, and basically how it works is it opens clamshell like so. It has mesh on both sides. It has a zipper that goes around here, and you can just stuff things in. Oh, there's that mini Wiredopp. So you can see there's the mini guy. The mini's a little bit small. It has 2 pockets here and only one zipper on this side. Made in Vietnam. If you want to know where yours is made, if it says lifetime warranty or lifetime guarantee like that, it's made in Vietnam. Again, this buckle has a little bit of a more positive snap to it. It's a little bit nicer on the buckle. The one thing I wish is, I wish this would fit in here. It does not. They are basically the exact same size here. If it would fit in there, I think it would be slightly more useful. Again, this is, you know, you basically just stuff things in like so, and you zip it up like so, and that's kind of it. Just works like a packing cube. This one is 10 liters apparently, and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. It has very small number 3 YKK zippers. It comes with zipper pulls. I pulled them off, but you know, you could use them if you want to. It basically kind of goes like this. And then yeah, you're rocking with this 10-liter packing cube. I find this to be very nice for the GR2, and it works great in all bags basically. So if you have even like something like this Spec-Ops and you wanted to go traveling with it, this is obviously not packed out full, but you can see it fits in the bottom like so. What I like about this one is that you can actually use it similarly to how I use the Wiredopp, which is you can leave it open like this, and then it just becomes like 2 mesh pockets inside your bag. Like so. So if you want to just have some organization, you end up with something that just looks like 2 mesh pockets there, which I find to be, actually it's quite nice in use, because then, you know, you can organize your bag like so. When I get to the hotel, I tend to hang it like this, and then, you know, you have your 2 sides open. Another thing is, this is apparently also designed by Jack from Evergoods. He mentioned it in one of his videos. Everybody asked like, what is that packing cube, man? And it's a GORUCK, and he didn't say that in the video, or in the comments. He just said it's an old design. And it is this one. So if you're watching an old Evergoods pack-out video and you see the packing cube and think it's very cool, it is this one. You can get it on the GORUCK website. I don't mean to snipe there, but it's just the reality of it. It is there if you're looking for it. Packing cube, done. Another thing this bag doesn't have is a laptop compartment, so that can be an issue. Don't let that dissuade you from buying a bag. Just get something that will work as a laptop compartment or a laptop sleeve. These are my 2 favorites these days. This one is from Bihn. So basically this one zips all the way around. You can use it like, well, not all the way around, but like so. My laptop fits in here fine. You can get them purpose built for your laptop. You can also, it comes with these kind of gatekeeper things that you can attach onto here, and you can have it, have your laptop, you know, attached to bags. So for example, sometimes I don't like using the laptop compartment on this guy, so I can attach it to these rings up here and it works perfectly fine. Okay, we're almost out of time. This is the last item for the video, and this is a very cool accessory, and I love it in travel. When I'm traveling, this thing always comes with me. This is the Nedrelow. It's called the Magic Sleeve, and basically how it works is this. So basically how it works is this, you put it down, you know, you work on it, so it has its very nice surface, you know, your laptop sits there or whatever. So eventually what you can do is just, you take your laptop, you stick your laptop here like so, and then this thing just has magnets all around the edge, and it opens like this, and it will not open. I can swing my laptop like that and it will never open. And then you get to where you're going and you can go like so. What I love about this is in any bag, you can have it like, say like this in the bag, and you can just open the top, stick your laptop in, close it. It gives a little bit of suspension on all sides for your laptop, so it fits in a bag very nicely. One of my favorite accessories ever. I think it's like $100 or something like that. Just, it quite literally feels magic. And it can hold anything. Like, it doesn't have to be a laptop. It can be anything. So, very useful. It's made of this, I forget what it's called, that wool that everybody talks about. Dan Merino wool. And yeah, it is that. Very nice piece of kit. That's it for the video today. We're super long. These are not all of the pouches that I use in my daily life. These are not all of the pouches I will use forever and ever and ever. They are the pouches I use most often right now. Just wanted to cover them in a quick video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I tried to brighten it up a little bit. And I guess that's it for now. So until next time, kids, bye-bye.